Hello, my name is Grzegorz Furman and I'm in the 3rd grade of Lower Secondary School in Stalba Wola. I've chosen to discuss the topic number 6. Therefore, I like to present young people's views on the most serious threats to the world today. To give you the most reliable information, I have conducted a short survey among my peers and now I'm going to discuss its results. To begin with, wars and terrorism seem to worry me and my friends most. Not only do we read about wars and military conflicts in our course books, but we hear about them in the news almost every day. I think we feel threatened by the unstable political situation in Ukraine, which is one of our closest neighbors. We feel sorry for all the people who have got wounded or have lost their family or friends in military operations there. I'm afraid the current crisis in Ukraine poses a real risk to world peace. Unfortunately, the war in Ukraine is just an example of an endless list of the ongoing global conflicts. Every day, thousands of innocent people living in war-torn regions of the world experience enormous suffering, struggling to feed themselves and their children, and constantly fearing for their lives. Moreover, believing that the end justifies the means, terrorists have no mercy and almost every day murder defenseless civilians in cold blood. To my mind, the horror of all the wars and terrorist attacks is the worst evil threatening mankind. Another problem my friends and I are anxious about is the diseases that seem to appear and spread in an uncontrollable way. For example, the current outbreak of Ebola virus disease in West Africa is the largest and most complex Ebola outbreak since the Ebola virus was first discovered in 1976. There have been more cases and deaths in this outbreak than in all others combined. Scientists are concerned about the potential pandemic of similar diseases transmitted from animals to humans. In case of the Ebola virus, it's thought to have been introduced into the human population through close contact with the blood or other bodily fluids of infected animals, such as chimpanzees, gorillas, fruit bats, and monkeys. I would argue that new and re-emerging infectious diseases are at the moment a leading cause of death, and they do pose a rising global health threat. Furthermore, according to the majority of my classmates, environmental issues appear to be quite dangerous. Burning fossil fuels in cars and factories, as well as household and farming chemicals, contribute to air pollution, causing an increased greenhouse effect and the depletion of the ozone layer, which in turn lead to global warming. Consequently, the temperature rises and the global climate changes. Polar ice caps start to melt, the sea level rises, and the oceans expand, putting some low-lying areas at risk of being flooded. What's more, weather conditions become more extreme and we experience sudden hurricanes, typhoons, blizzards, torrential rains, or long periods of drought. All in all, global warming, unpredictable climate changes, and other environmental problems such as acid rain, deforestation, and urban sprawl may adversely affect people and their everyday activities. And now the last danger I have time to discuss today. It concerns our lifestyle, which is getting more and more unhealthy. Instead of going out, meeting friends, doing sport and keeping fit, we spend hours on end sitting at home, watching TV, playing computer games or surfing the net, often eating fast food full of empty calories and saturated fat. Undoubtedly, such a sedentary lifestyle combined with an unhealthy diet and common addictions such as cigarettes, alcohol or drugs may have a detrimental effect both on our physical and mental health. It may lead to obesity, diabetes, a serious heart condition, just to name a few, as well as loneliness and depression, because virtual relationships will never be able to replace real human contact and a warm hug from your friend. Summing up, these are just a few major threats our world is facing, and although all these issues seem a bit depressing, I'm sure it's not all doom and gloom for us, as we are aware of the dangers and can do our best to prevent them and create a better future for everyone.